You're listening to Kpoppin, every day 12 to 2 p.m. The fastest K-pop news with DJ Isak.
Ugly Truth. It's time to have the very good-looking and talented Royal Paris Sooyoon in the studio. Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
How was your New Year's?
It was awesome. We did a radio show and we played live.
Yeah. I got a text from James.
Yeah.
Sweetest thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said Happy New Year's, and then I sent him pictures of food.
I heard that you guys ate American food.
Yeah, Mom was cooking, so we had really fattening American food, mac and cheese.
James
and
was probably very envious.
Yeah, he was just like, ah. But yes, I was like, well, you guys can come over after, but then I realized that you guys would probably have gotten to my place at like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
if you guys came after the
yeah.
show and everything.
I came home like 3 a.m.
Yeah, see? So I figured that you guys were not going to be able to drop by. So next time, we're going to have plenty of food for you guys.
Please.
Okay, so it's the brand new year. It's the first Ugly Truth of the year.
Wow.
Yeah. Are there any, well, we're asking our listeners if there's any New Year plans for them. So we're not asking for New Year's resolutions. Because you know how New Year's resolutions never get done.
Yeah.
You never stick to them.
Never.
So any New Year plans for you, Sooyoon?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm planning to make my body more fit and...
You're skinny as it is.
Yeah. More
fit.
More muscular.
Okay.
I'm saying. And
so to build up more.
I build up more, and I want to make like a cool drum cover video.
Ooh.
Yeah, soon.
Ooh.
I was gonna do it early this and before this year. There's so many stuff.
Yeah, you guys were busy like last minute.
Yeah.
With the concert.
What's your
and
plan
everything.
for this year?
I told my listeners earlier, but I realized that last year I started a lot of new things. So I got back into knitting. I started teaching myself how to play the guitar. It's not really working out well, but anyways. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I did.
Yeah.
But it was all sitting down stuff. If you get my drift.
Yeah.
So, and I hate going to the gym. So, I'm hoping that this year I can find a hobby. Because, I mean, I love sports. But it seems that guys don't like to let girls on teams, especially in Korea. Like in the States, if you go to church or like if you have... friends from your neighborhood, it's really easy to go out and play baseball or basketball with the guys.
Right.
They don't care. They use me as a handicap on the team. But whenever I ask like the friends here in Korea, like, yeah, if you guys go play ball, I want to go play. They're just like, you want to come play with us? And they don't let me play on the team. So trying to find a hobby that's fun and it's more active. Yeah, because I'm not gonna sit myself down to the gym. I know that I'm not gonna go to the gym this year.
Pretty hard to find like a hobby in Korea that you could do something outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Well, that too, and I know that they do have paintball in Korea, but it's not in Seoul.
Ah, yeah, right.
Because obviously Seoul is Seoul is so compact.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would love to go, paintballing or laser tagging, stuff that we would probably do in the States on a regular basis. Yeah. But it's just so hard to do that here. Even tennis courts are hard to come by. Yeah. So Korea, it's just I'm hoping that I can find something that's more active as a hobby. And stick to some of the stuff that I did last year. Let's look at our first story for the year.
All right.
It's from the USA.
It's from Hannah Garrison.
Okay.
Hello, Isak and Sooyoon. My name is Hannah. I'm 25 years old from Texas. I was hoping you could help me with a work-related problem. I actually work 2 part-time jobs, and it can be very stressful at times, particularly because job number one requires a lot of mental concentration for hours at a time. Job number 1 is in the medical field, and I have been doing it for 3 years. It's incredibly frustrating. Truthfully, these days the prospect of earning at least triple my pay rate is the only thing that's keeping me from quitting. I already took the certification exam once and failed it, but I have one more retake left. But honestly, I'm starting to hate the job so much that the money may not be. I have been there only for 2 months, and I'm a painting instructor. I teach adults and kids of all ages. I love the job, not only because I get to teach, but I got my bachelor's degrees in painting as well. With this job, I'm actually getting paid to have fun and to do the things that I love most. But there are not enough hours to go around for every employee. This is why I haven't gone full-time with just my teaching job to live on my own. Should I stick with both jobs and still get my certification in job number 1? Or because I'm so exhausted and frustrated with it, should I quit anyways? Thank you so much for reading this. P.S. I'm a huge fan of Roar Pirates. I admire you for doing what you love best. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
I think every single person in the world has this problem. I mean, do you choose money over what you love? And what sucks is reality.
Right.
You have to make payments. You have to pay the bills. I mean, right. You don't necessarily need the new smartphone, but I mean, you're going to splurge on it anyway. So obviously, you know, like necessities are something that ends up becoming the problem. So Team A is obviously to stick to both jobs, which is, you know, stick to getting your next certification done and, you know, continue to have financial leeway, or B, do what you really, really, really want instead of money. So is it money or is it what you love? Which is always sucks to choose from.
So A is go with it.
So A is stick with the job 1 and 2.
And then
2 is get rid of job number 1 and then stick with job number 2 and then maybe find something else.
All right.
So A or B? I'm blessed personally to be able to actually get paid for something I love doing. I love my job. I love doing this, and I love the fact that, you know, I don't have to worry about trying to make ends meet while doing something that I actually love. So for me, I'm very gifted on that part. But I think, you know, any singer has this, any artist has this concern. I feel, especially since you guys are a band, this is also a concern as well. Right. Because, I mean, obviously, you have to make songs to get income. You have to do shows to get income and all that other stuff. Yeah. So it's hard to find the medium, but my personal opinion is B.
If you're tired of it, just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, realistic way to think about it. Are you going to spend the next couple of years in a very stressful job, which is probably going to make you have health problems? So stress is the number 1 reason why people get sick. Yeah. Cancer, ulcers, anything, migraines, hair loss, dietary problems, indigestion.
That's true.
So all these things build up because of one simple thing, which is stress. Right. So are you going to pay or try to, you know, make ends meet with this really nice job that's super stressful and end up getting sick anyways and end up using all that money that you saved? Whereas you can, I feel, since the teaching job still has, you know, minimum hours, I feel that you can use another job. Maybe you can find a new part-time job. Yeah. If you're so certified in the job that you're doing in number 1, I feel that there are probably many different ways to broaden that in another field. Yeah, right. Since it's in medicine, I feel that you can always do many different things with that. So
or maybe you can just get like 2 painting jobs.
Oh yeah.
Or they're different places.
Yeah, different places.
Yeah.
But I mean, teaching is actually something that is very stressful for some people. Being able to teach children and having a gift to teach is something that is...
I don't think I can ever teach little kids.
I've tried it. I've tried it.
Teaching what?
So I was a substitute for 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. At a school?
At a school.
Wow.
These kids were first graders.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Korean kids at an English school.
I see.
So they went to their school during the day, and then in the afternoon they came, and they're like, teacher!
Yeah.
I love kids.
Yeah.
I found that I have no patience for first graders. So I love kids. I love kids.
Yeah.
I'm really good with my friends' kids. I'm good at babysitting. I have no patience for teaching. So teaching, I feel, is a huge gift.
I mean, I've given drum lessons to a couple of, like high school kids, maybe, but I've never really teach like a first grader or, elementary school
But
kids.
even high schoolers, isn't it hard to teach, to break down what you already know?
Yeah, but I was just like, I think I was very passionate at teaching the drums, but other things I don't think I can teach. Like English, I'm not sure if I can teach that. But I'm not even good with kids anyways. So I'm like, when I see kids like walking around, like if I go to a restaurant and I'm eating and there's a kid next to me, I'm just like, oh, he's so cute, but like,
could you not be there?
Don't like come near me.
Don't start crying, please.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I think I'd go with B, because overall, in the end, yes, money is what makes the world go round. I know that you're gonna have to cut a lot of corners to do that, but if you're stressed that much, I feel that your health is first.
Right. I mean, I would go with B too. Personally, if I could turn back time, like 5 years ago, I think I would care less about money, and I would just try to do the things which makes me really happy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so
I think
B.
B.
So team B for both of us. But it could be different for our listeners, because you might be in a similar situation and you know that money counts more.
And maybe she could, if I was her, I would try to get the certificate
first.
And then just kind of quit.
Okay.
But
okay, so he's like A and B.
Yeah.
Plus C. But for the sake of being, I'd have to go with B for today.
Yeah, me
so
too.
Sooyoon says that as well. But our listeners, it could be different. Maybe because you've been in this situation before and you regret choosing what you love because, right now you're just so miserably in debt. I don't know. Share that with us. It's Team A and Team B, of course, the winning team. We choose one of you and we send you prizes. So please start giving Hannah some good advice as we've been doing as well. We're going to take a listen to our second story after this, but in the meantime, we've got Nell with their recent single, 정춘영과 Green Nocturne, and we'll see you after this with more of our ugly truth.
그땐 잘 몰랐고 그래서 겁내진 않았던 것 같아.
All right, so we're back, and it's time for us to look at our second story. But while we're looking at our second story, we still need our listeners to kind of help us out with our first story for Hannah. So she's got 2 jobs right now. The first one's super stressful, but it pays a lot. And she's been taking certification tests, and she's not really doing too well with those. But anyways, the biggest whole end of the in the period for that complete story is she's stressed. So what should she do? She loves her second job, which is teaching, but it's not enough money or hours for her to stay afloat.
Right.
So should she keep both? Should she quit? What should she do? So is it Team A or Team B? Team A is to stick with the money. It's Team B is to follow your heart.
Right.
All right. Story 2 is Sue from Malaysia.
All right. Dear Isak and Sooyoon, hi, my name is Sue. I really need your opinions on this. Last month, I stayed in Japan briefly for an exchange program. There, I met R and K during the student exchange session. The thing is, K is quite good looking, so naturally I developed an interest on him. I don't know what came over me, but I told R that I have a crush on K, and R immediately told on him. It was so embarrassing. I blushed for the first time in my life. However, K was more than happy to hear it. He told me he was very happy, and we exchanged contacts. Even after I returned to Malaysia, we still kept in touch until about 2 days ago when he stopped replying. Normally, we don't text back and forth. His replies normally come after a few hours, and so do mine. I actually don't mind the late replies, knowing that he hasn't read them yet. But the next day after my last message, I noticed that he has read my messages but didn't bother to reply. And that really upset me. So my question is this. Should I wait until he replies? Should I text him and ask what's wrong? Should I wait for a period of time, a week or two, then ask him what's wrong? Why do guys always do this? Are there any particular reasons for it? I just don't get it.
Sooyoon. Sooyoon.
Yeah.
It's your turn for this one. I'm the girl here. I can't answer these.
Yeah. So number one is, should I wait until he replies? No, you shouldn't wait. Number two, text him. Should I text him and ask what's wrong? No, you shouldn't text him. You shouldn't ask him what's wrong. Number three, wait for a period of time and ask him what's wrong. No, you shouldn't wait for a period of time, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I think, I mean, it's a long distance anyways, and I'm sure even if K had interest on Sue, I'm not sure if Sue's listening to me right now, but maybe K is just not too much interested. Maybe he is quite busy, or I mean, even if it was if you guys lived in the same place, same country, it's kind of hard to kind of make a progress on this what Korean people say sum, which is like what's sum in English?
Well, the beginning stages of a relationship.
Yeah.
It's when you guys are kind of texting,
Yeah.
you kind of like each other. It's the flirting stage.
Yeah, flirting stage. But since you guys are far apart from each other, I think maybe K didn't see the future, and he kind of just gave up, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in reality, you're saying that he's just not that into you anymore.
Yeah, he's not into you to kind of make the progress, make the effort. Yeah. Because you guys are far apart from each other anyway. So if he starts liking Sue, he knows that he's gonna have a hard time. So he just don't wanna kind of let this go on. Yeah.
So he doesn't want to set himself up for something that's obviously not going to work out.
Yeah.
Okay. Sue, like I said, when it comes to these stories, I always leave it to Sooyoon to start off because remember, whenever I see these, I'm just like, well, maybe. Well, I said this a few times because we've had similar stories to this. I mean, because I feel that every relationship is very similar. It's just, it's looked at in a different way depending on, where you are and what you've done. But I feel that, yeah, this is what Sooyoon said. He's not probably in the situation to start that kind of a relationship at the moment. So I feel that in any point of the relationship, so whether you guys are dating or not, if your significant other is not making the effort to text you, to constantly stay in contact with you, to do something that you feel is naturally supposed to be there, I feel that he's lost interest in the relationship, and you should either work on it or move on. So I mean, if Sooyoon and I were dating, and obviously he doesn't make the effort to text me, but I've expressed the fact that I don't like that about him, and he has no interest in fixing that, I feel that there's already something not working in that relationship. Because
it's not like you guys have been dating for like 3 years.
Yeah.
And
you don't need
you
that
guys
kind.
comfortable. This is like the beginning stage, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every relationship has to find a medium, and if he's not ready to find a medium, and he's already not texting you back, and he read it, I feel that, he's just not willing to jump back into that kind of a relationship at the moment. Sorry. Mara says, he lost interest. Sounds like he feels like long distance is too much trouble. Just drop him. And look elsewhere for love. There are plenty of good-looking men out there, so just move on. There you go, Mara.
Right.
Thank you.
I mean, I think for guys, especially when they try to start a relationship, I think they feel a lot of responsibility. I don't know why. I think there's something just guys have. Like, they feel like they have to kind of like take care of their girlfriend or something, you know. And if they kind of sense that they can't do that, or, you know, if they know that they're not going to be a good boyfriend, I think they kind of, you know, tend to step back from that. They don't even want to start that, you know. Yeah. I think guys just feel that responsibility.
Okay. Well, it makes sense, though. I mean, even though these days they talk about how women are so, strong and so successful, out of that, still in relationships, guys do feel a lot more of the pressure in the beginning stages.
Right.
I mean, you guys are in the beginning stages, unless you only went to Japan briefly for an exchange program. Unless you're going back, I feel that how are you going to make that work? Even though you like them? So what are you going to do? Flirt for the next couple of years?
Right.
I think it would be better to not date him right now and maybe flirt for a few years and then see if life takes you back to Korea.
Or Japan.
Or, Japan. But if that's not the case, then it was a fling that happened in Japan. It was cool. It was nice, but... It's like those summer flings.
Yeah.
Or like spring break flings.
Yeah.
You go to a different country, you meet new people, and then like you feel like you are totally in love with that person, and then you go back to reality and you're just like, what did I do? I actually have a friend that I was quite worried about. The reason is she met her now husband in her foreign studies at college during their masters. And I was just like, he's going back to the States. And like while they were dating, I was like, you guys make a really cute couple. But when they started bringing up marriage, I'm just like, you're going to drop everything, your entire life in Korea, and go to the U.S. and live there, knowing nothing about the U.S. You have no friends. You just have your new husband that's from that area, and you're going to be stuck there by yourself, knowing nobody.
Right.
You're prepared to do that.
Yeah.
And I was really worried for her. I think I was the only one out of our friends that was against her getting married, because I wanted her to think about it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even if you're newlywed in an area where you're from, so let's say, so you're originally from LA, right? You guys you moved to LA and then you've been living there. So it's like you still living in LA and then you get married there. Like even that is hard. You know what I mean?
Right.
But let's say you're here in Korea, you meet, a really nice girl, and then you end up settling down in Korea. There's no family. All your family's back home. And like your members are here, but that's about it. And you're kind of isolated. You don't really know the place. You don't talk. You don't speak the language that well, but you do. But it's like one of those situations. She would be so isolated.
Right.
So even then, I was really afraid for her. But she's making it. She's making it, and she's enjoying it as well.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, they're happily married, and they're doing great out there. Wow. I think she's like, I should have moved to the U.S. a lot sooner, because she seems to fit to the U.S. really easily.
That's awesome.
But, I mean, still, I was very worried for her. And it was a very realistic worry, in my opinion. But right now,
maybe I mean, she's just acting like she's happy.
Maybe. But, I mean, Sue, for you, this was like only a few weeks, months type of a thing. And that fling couldn't really last. If you dated for a few years and then you went back, then it would be a different story.
Right. I mean, even if you guys dated before you left, that would be kind of different. But if it's like if it didn't start yet,
Okay. Madison was saying, my ex-boyfriend did the same thing to me, but he was cheating on me. Ow. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Tiffany from the USA says, flings. When we know some people are for a short amount of time, sometimes we fall in love with the idea of someone. Ooh, very good point. The idea of someone. If fate brings you back together, then it means it's meant to be. I don't think you should need to make an effort in order to preserve the relationship if it was meant to be. Let time and fate bring you guys back together.
Right.
All right. So Tiffany's pretty much saying the same thing. Yeah, the idea of someone. I think that's what we end up falling in love with the first couple of months.
Yeah.
The idea of someone. Love it. Ooh, Ben quoting an amazing movie. Get over him. Go out with somebody else. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. That's a classic. Oh my gosh, we're so old. Anyways, so I hope that helped. For our remaining listeners, continue to help us. For Hannah, she's got 2 part-time jobs at the moment. Job 1 is really stressful, but it's making money. 2, she loves, but she's not getting enough hours to make ends meet. So A, should she just stick to the money-making job, or B, give that up and then stick to what she loves? We've got B184 with Lonely Opkuna, and we'll see you guys after this with our next story.
All right.
All right, so we're back. Mara says, I just got to say that I've learned way more about guys in the past few months than in all my years of dating. Ugly Truth seriously keeps it real, and I've actually used some of the advice given here to help my friends in real life, and it's always on point. Yay!
All right.
I'm glad that our advice actually helps all of you. Yay! Aww.
So sweet.
Thank you. Okay, so our last story. There's very hard ones from the start of the year. Our next story from Ribi from the Philippines.
All right. This is about my friend. We've known each other since kindergarten, and we became best friends since we were in our 2nd year of high school. Until now, we're still best friends and also classmates since we're taking up the same courses. I just noticed that these past few days she acts like she knows everything in front of me and to other people, and sometimes she already sees me as a competition. I noticed that she wants to be better than me in any aspects. Well, I'm not trying to compete with her. I never thought of her as a competition. And she's becoming two-faced already. I want to approach her, but I think this will just ruin our friendship, and I don't know what to do.
Very hard ones. Ooh, there are a lot of hard advices to give from the first start of the year.
Right.
In the end, honestly, I don't think she's a true friend, so I'd say go and forget about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We talked about this last year. I'm in the process of, trying to choose wisely of who my friends are. And it's not with age. I feel that it's just under certain circumstances you find out who your real friends are. In this situation, obviously she's not a true friend.
Yeah.
She's waiting to stab you in the back right now. She's waiting to get ahead of you.
Yeah.
That's not friends.
I mean, friends shouldn't compete. I mean, I'm not a fan of that cliche where it's like good rivals, good frenemies, Yeah.
No,
I
thank
just
you.
don't understand that.
That would be like the RP members being rivals amongst themselves.
Right. I mean, if we go somewhere, kind of the Korean society is so competitive that they make you they try to make us, kind of like compete. So they're like, oh, who's like the most popular among your group, and blah blah blah, some stuff like that. But I mean, we don't really care like who's better, we're just all different. And I think if we try to do that, I don't think I could be in the same group, Yeah.
I mean, all the members play different instruments.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys have seen them in performances, I mean, Moon knows how to play the drums a little bit. Everybody knows how to play the guitar. Like, James recently tried to play the piano. I mean, everybody is, they have their different skills, but these are skills that nobody told them to learn. I mean, when did Moon start playing the drums? Because of you? I don't think so.
Yeah, well, he started before, actually, he started with me at church, but he changed guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, so
see?
He kind of quit. Yeah.
But he still has the basics. So it has nothing to do with, Sooyoon's on drums, Moon learned how to play the drums, So, I mean, in this team, you can tell they don't compete with each other. Now, I do agree that a little bit of competition within a team is good.
Yeah.
What I mean is, if Moon realizes that, he has his own part, but if he notices that another member is kind of catching up with him, obviously buckling down in, that self-awareness that, I kind of have to not be lazy with my craft is a completely different perspective than, okay, I need to be better than her. I need to be better than him. I need to be in the spotlight. I need to do this. Like, why does he get more solos? I mean, it's like, the more time you spend trying to get ahead of someone, you're going to find less time to enjoy who you are as an individual. So I feel that if you think that she's a true friend,
I mean, they've been
friends
for years. So I think just kind of cutting it off is too much, I feel like. But just have some space. Just don't give your heart 100% to her, because she might she might
use it against you.
Yeah, you can. I recently saw this post on Facebook. It's in Korean. It was like, you shared your happiness and it became jealousy, and you shared your sorrow and became your 약점.
Oh yeah, it became your weakness.
Weakness, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, sometimes you might think someone's your true friend, but turns out they might not be.
Yeah, see, it's true. There's a commercial this morning that I saw that in your eyes it's a deal, but in it's a business deal, but in others' eyes it can be illegal. That there was a commercial about that on TV. I saw either yesterday or this morning. But it's like that. You don't want that kind of negativity in your circle of, life at the moment. I mean, you don't need that.
Yeah.
But I think that what Sooyoon said was, keep your distance. Obviously, she doesn't think of you as the best friend you think of her. So give exactly what she's giving you. Don't give so much that you end up being left with nothing. Yeah. And also maybe meeting some more people, some different people.
Right.
Would kind of help. You can, I think, maybe naturally make the transition to meet new friends.
Yeah, I mean, I've had like one of best friend, and I had kind of like this where he kind of felt jealous over me, and I mean, being competitive is okay, but he started talking,
bad stuff
about me,
and behind your back,
my back, and that could be really hurting because, people know that he's my best friend, and what he says about me becomes true because he's my best friend.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
And that's why even for me, I told you guys about like friendships and whatnot. Like Sooyoon said, you know how our parents are always just like, choose your friends wisely? I never used to understand why like parents wouldn't like certain friends or whatever. But overall, now I kind of see that, it makes sense.
Right.
After a certain point, it starts making sense. You understand why our parents said that and why they said not to do that kind of stuff. Because it doesn't end up being worth it.
Right.
To be around that negativity.
Yeah.
And then they spread bad stuff about you, and then it hurts your reputation, not theirs.
Right.
No one's going to sit back and be like, really? Why are you talking bad about that person? It's like, oh, really? You're best friends with them, and they really did that?
Yeah.
That's what ends up happening. So I feel that that's a big downside as well. Going back to our first story, so Team A was to stick with money, or Team B was to give up money and to try and figure out, what you want to do within what you love. It looks like Team B took the win.
All right.
So congratulations to all of you who voted for Team B. I'm going to give it to Eva today from Poland. She was saying, you'll figure something out if you really, really love your job. Pushing yourself into something that makes you feel frustrated will make you fall into feeling worse and worse. It might even get you to the point where you start thinking weird things, like unhealthy thoughts. Even doing something you like, but in a bad circumstances could make you feel that way. So there's no use for you to put yourself through that. We only live once. Yes, we do need money to live through this life, but money should not be your main concern.
Right.
Money can't buy you peace of heart nor happiness, not for the long run anyway. So thank you, Eva, for that amazing message. Our last track for today is going to be Tubik's track, and it's a song about you don't know her personality. You don't know her? That's our last track for today, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.